Now, let's talk about a head coach that when we discussed hot coach,
Whoa.
when we discussed coaches on the
Give
hot
me your
seat,
hottest coaches right now.
um damn, Andy Reid,
Andy Reid.
Tom Coughlin,
Oh, Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy, oh man, dude, it's right there.
Bill Cowher.
Sure. God,
Get there.
Mike Tomlin.
Tomlin's hot.
Okay, now it's 5 right there.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
back to some serious conversations, Devin. Out of all the coaches on the hot seat, we said this coach was probably the most lukewarm out of them all.
I know. Because he had nothing. Everything pointed to hit. Not everything. There was a lot of shit coming his way, but like before the year started, it was like, this is a year you get with a rookie quarterback and nothing else. You have nothing else. Offense, defense, zero.
Jerod Mayo. We gotta just let people know.
Sorry.
Jerod Mayo gets fired by the Patriots before the 4:00 games even go into halftime.
Dude, the game's off. He does a press conference
and
gone.
Was out of there.
Gone.
Now, I got a few things to say about this whole Jerod Mayo situation. This was absolutely like, I mean, I don't know if it's tasteless or just wrong or just to me, if you're going to give this rookie head coach this chance, this opportunity, someone handpicked by Bill Belichick,
yes,
why set him up to? You knew.
Well, they knew.
But you
they
knew what you
knew
were
they
going
were setting
into
him
this
up
season.
to be in a bad position.
And I honestly, it's
Now were they were a little bit worse than expected, but
look, look. If here's the thing, and you said this, you texted me this right away, and it was like Vrabel, or it sounds like the question they're interested in Vrabel. If their goal is we want Mike Vrabel, and obviously we are going to, we can't. Jerod Mayo is not going to be our coach. We want Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
They made this move way premature because I mean Vrabel's going on other interviews. Unless Vrabel's unless Robert Kraft called Mike Vrabel,
every team right now.
Unless Robert Kraft called Mike Vrabel and Mike's like, yeah,
I'm coming.
I'll take the job, which has to be what is going on. There's no
because I don't know,
but it's not even just like Jerod Mayo didn't deserve it. They didn't need a scapegoat. Nobody expected the Patriots to dominate this season.
No.
Nobody expected them to fucking break 500 this season.
No.
Why? There was no. You had a coach that I think when we were talking about coaches that you got players that want to play for them and they really ride for their head coach. I think he was gonna. I think his stock was starting to rise. He was a former player. He's a Patriot legend. People liked him. I think players were going to want to come play for him. They had so much cap space, some of the most, or one of the highest, if not the most cap space in the NFL going into the offseason. I mean, they have a possible bright future.
Yeah, what's weird to me is that, like, if they do want Vrabel, if they do go out and get Vrabel, why didn't they do that last year? He wasn't a head coach. They could have easily picked him up.
You don't have to listen to Bill.
You don't know. Go get your guy.
Bill, who do you think? You want Mayo? Okay. Well, but this is almost like
now.
Like this
I heard another name. Ben Johnson, Lions OC.
Okay.
But I don't think he would take that. I think he will be a head coach, but I think at this point he's going to be one of the higher up.
We'll see. We'll see because we'll
see who gets that Bears job.
A lot of teams are already putting in for interviews that a lot of OCs and DCs they want to interview.
Yeah.
I saw Brian Flores, Todd Monken. I mean, there's some people.
Yeah.
and some phone calls. So
I don't.
that
I
is
don't know.
interesting. But
I
Jerod
don't know if Brian's
Mayo,
gonna spot this shit, but we'll see.
I think if this had to be the plan from the jump,
To fire
because
him, yeah.
or
Like, at
or
what point in the season did they go, we have no future with this guy?
now
That they didn't already see in him beforehand.
and to wrap up this one theory, because there is one other one that's kind of a little more loose, but it is a theory. But I really don't think you should have given him the job in the first place. To me, this just kind of makes him look bad. Like this doesn't
Like getting
put
fired after your first year. But anyone who understands what's happening, like, they put him in the worst possible position.
And Gronk was about to, and Fox cutting Gronk off.
Cut.
I don't know what that.
There's a
Fuck
lot of
Michael
people upset
Strahan.
about this. This is bullshit.
Fuck Michael Strahan.
But it's
because
like,
he's what he get? Did he get a call that they were like, "Yo, shut his
he
ass
definitely
up.
got a call.
Shut his ass up. He
But
needs to stop talking."
This is a former player.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's respected amongst the organization, the fans, everyone, and they're chanting "Fire Mayo" in the stadium. It's like, dude, you guys won 6 fucking bowls. Take your fucking 3 shitty years and shut the fuck up.
Now that's
Chill
the
out.
other. That's the other thing, Devin. That was the other.
Does he think he's going to develop a Super Bowl winning team in the next 2 years?
No, but the other theory is, was there a conversation of, one of two things: lose this game. No, I don't want to lose this game. I'm gonna go out and win it anyways. And okay, we're gonna fire you.
Yeah.
Or plain out, we expected, like, yo, you probably should have lost that game. Like, what were you doing?
But it would be pretty sad if his decision to be the head coach next year came down to the last game. I think they already knew they were going to fire him.
I think if they were in position to get the first pick and he was told to lose, and Jerod Mayo
that's a reason to fire somebody.
Jerod Mayo being someone that was like,
I don't want to lose.
Like, cool, okay, we are not going out there and losing this game. We are not. I could see that being a possibility. Nothing surprises me.
No, but like with Lovie Smith knew he was. Now, granted, Lovie Smith did a great thing for that organization by giving them the second pick so they could go out and get CJ. But no, Lovie Smith going into that game knew he was going to get fired, so he went out and won the game. Because it has a pretty blatant tank from the Texans that year. This year was just like we're this bad.
So do you think Mayo knew?
He must have. I don't think it came down to the last game like, oh, we need you to lose. Like, I don't think that happened. It could have.
I don't know. I just think there were a lot of coaches that should have been fired before the 4:00 games went into halftime. Before Jerod Mayo. I don't think he deserved to be fired at all. I think he at least should have been given this next year to be able to rebuild and build some type of team. Yeah. And hey, if you get more wins next season, he gets another chance. I mean, give the man a damn chance. And also, on the flip side, just to argue against this argument that people are making, like, think about everything we said and all the reasons he should have been given another chance. And not one time did we say, Bill had 3 bad years without Tom, and Bill Belichick is not Jerod Mayo. No. Jerod Mayo is not Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick served for 2 fucking decades.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like, no,
as a college coach.
I think they gave him those last few years, and it was a mutual, like, you done? I'm done. All right, yes. We're done. Yes. And you cannot use Bill Belichick being given his.
You're talking about Bill's last 3 years.
I'm saying there are people who are saying, like, well, you gave Bill, however many few years after Tom, and look what he did. And it's like
Bill deserved those years.
Bill can have those years.
He deserved.
Bill can have those.
Now, if I was Bill, I don't know if I would have stayed, just because of. I think he wanted to prove something, but I mean, he wasn't getting it from his team. There just wasn't enough good players out there. He was trying to run with Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones, which was a failure. But
at the end of the day, I think the real, or the the most believable reason would be this was the first year in a long time where maybe the organization on the inside, just on a day-to-day basis, didn't run the way they were used to it running.
Sure.
And maybe they thought bringing in a former player would help
Help them do it the Patriot way. Yeah.
And now they're looking at it like, well, maybe Vrabel is more capable of running things the Patriot way. Which
Maybe,
is
but I mean,
stupid.
there's still a chance that Vrabel's going to go out and take another job.
What if Vrabel go? That's
Well,
the thing.
also, like if you're Vrabel, you're looking at this. You're looking at the Mayo situation. This is a beloved former player. Granted, this is Jerod Mayo's first time coaching, but still, it's like you're a former player who has got his fucking picture up 1,000 times throughout those hallways. Are they going to do the same thing to him and just kick him after a year because they're going to give him a shit team and
Wouldn't
whatever?
be surprised. But if Jerod Mayo's going to get fired, then I mean, Mike McCarthy, he's got to be out of there.
I think
I'm surprised Dabble kept his job. Antonio Pierce, he's got to go. I mean, like all these guys got to go. If that's what we're doing, if this is the game we're playing, they all got to go.
We're gonna fire Robert Saleh midseason. We're gonna fire Matt Eberflus midseason. It's like what about these guys was good before the year that wasn't week 8, week 6?
But it's like cutting. I mean, I know it's different, but it's like imagine if they if the Bears decide today that they're done with Caleb Williams. Like they're done. Like, you know what? We saw enough. We want Aaron Rodgers. We're targeting Aaron Rodgers.
Or we're gonna go draft Shador.
We're gonna draft like Shador. We're good. Like you know how stupid that sounds? No matter how bad you think Caleb Williams played. Or last year, if going into this if last season ended and Carolina went, Bryce is done. He'll never start again for the Panthers. Drake,
well, Joe Milton came out in that game and looked a little decent.
Joe Milton went out there.
I said that they would talk about Joe Milton.
That spin corner.
Joe's impressive. Joe's always been impressive. He impressed a lot in the combine and just still went 5th or 6th round and 3rd string, whatever. But